What's up, y'all? You're tuned into Vision and Heels Uncensored, the podcast dedicated to giving you the raw truth on all things V&H. We're talking real-life experiences infused with faith and an unwavering commitment to authenticity.
I'm Ivette Pujol, your Vision and Heels Community Manager, a Cuban visionary with Miami roots.
And I'm Jeanette Marie Rodriguez, the CEO and founder of Vision and Heels, Puerto Rican and Dominican Bronx native, your New Yorican host. We're here to share our take on navigating life, business, and all the hats we proudly wear.
Time to pour the cafecito. Let's dive in.
Hey y'all, we are back. Next
Hi.
episode, I think this is episode 30. I want to say, because the last one was 29. I think. Matthew does all of our stuff, but I thought I saw 29 in our last
We've
one.
gone from being a toddler to being like a teenager.
Yay! We are 30 years old officially today.
Yay!
I love it. Well, what's up, peeps? We wanted to come back today. We have a standing meeting set for our recordings. Literally, like, she just told me, just press record, because we were going to start bochinchando.
Yeah, we were going to start
catching
talking.
up.
No.
And she's like, no, press record. And I'm like, okay, you're right.
No, that's the whole point of this. We want to bring in our community as to those discussions, and that this is really who we are.
Yes. We are bringing you in, like, into our conversations.
Not all the time. You have to be a member to get privy to those
I know
things.
there's some things some
so,
conversations that happen here that our members, like, I mean, we text each other even after the fact. That's how hot and spicy and funny and just everything.
Yeah.
So she's right. You got to be a member to hear those.
Yeah,
so we keep some things for our internal folks.
Today we were going to talk about quiet celebrations, and I know you were just about to ask me something.
Yes.
But
what did you celebrate yesterday?
Oh, before that.
Okay, yeah.
Before I forget. So let's talk about our gratitude.
Yes.
Because it is part of what we're going to talk about today, quiet celebrations and gratitude. And it is very much who we are. I love your nameplate.
You like it? Old school. I'm taking it back to the old school day. Now I have a chain with my name. And now I need the earrings. You remember, like, back in the day, in the 90s, do you put your name?
Yeah.
Even they had the little leather thing that you put on your hair, you know, with the little stick with your name. Like, I don't know why I wanted everybody to know my name. So I took it.
No, I have mine in gold, and it's funny because
days.
you're always wearing silver, and I'm always wearing gold, but mine I have to have fixed. So, okay, the squirrel ran away with what I was saying.
So gratitude.
Gratitude. Do you know what you're grateful for?
Yes.
Okay.
I just finished saying it. Okay,
Yeah.
I am thankful that my daughter's high school is literally, 3 miles away. Okay, pause. I'm grateful that I can pick up the phone. All right, sorry for that brief pause there. Oh, okay. I am thankful for, I think I said it.
Yeah.
My daughter goes to DeLand High now, and it's literally 5 minutes from the office.
I love that our daughters are now in school together. This is the only year that they'll be in school together.
I know. Then
yeah.
she'll be in college, and mine will still be there for another 3 years.
But I'm telling you, time will go by fast these next couple of years. She will always be your baby, but enjoy these moments that you get to go to the school and that she's so close and that you get to pick her up, and that those moments, whether you're like, Jaylene, let's go, time to go, your hair, your backpack, all that stuff. When you don't have to do it anymore, then when you just watch them drive away, you're like, okay,
I know.
The quiet in the car is nice. It's a different phase, but it's just different.
And then it'll
So
be
enjoy it. Enjoy those
matter of
moments that you get.
adjusting to that, because that's going to be
Mom,
tough.
all this and this happened, and there's no cute boys in school, and this and that. All those conversations when they get home.
Happen.
Yeah, when they get home.
They're in school, but just not in her classes.
Yeah.
In the hallway, she says she sees a ton.
Ooh, yeah.
I was like, well, that's
They're
good. You
out
need
there.
to focus in the classroom. In the hallways, you can,
Yeah.
you
Wait
can
till she
daydream.
Wait till she gets to the football games. Those
But
are
she
fun.
did say she saw a
Uh-huh.
few of them practicing, and she was pretty impressed.
Did she see that the first day of school, all the guys that show up in ties, like in a dress shirt and tie, those are the football team. They represent, and
I
they
have to
represent
ask
with
her.
class.
She, I have to, fish. Hey, so how was your day? So tell me about, I have to tell her, so your first period, how was it? And then I gotta, ask. If
that's
not,
one
she
of the
won't
reasons.
say anything.
That's exactly one of the reasons that I liked being at the school, not necessarily to keep an eye on my kid, but to be part of her world.
Yeah.
So I knew what was going on, and then I could talk to her about it, and I had like little trigger things. Hey, so did you see this happen today, or did you see that happened today? It wasn't me having to fish. Like, Nana, dímelo. Like, hey.
Yeah.
So.
And Matt was excited. He got to help her. He does IT for the county for a couple different schools, not her school. But she texts him throughout the day, bro, I can't get into my new laptop. My password's not working.
She has her own IT tech. Now he's going to be like, now you need me?
He's going to charge her at home. And I think he was able to help her with the reset. So she's good. But yeah, I'm thankful for that.
I love that.
So
and
close to my nana.
Yesterday I was telling somebody about us. They were looking for our space and the fact that Wi-Fi, we always have Wi-Fi. Why? Because Joe works for Spectrum and we have a backup for the backup and all of that stuff.
We do.
And we also have Matt, that he's our IT guy. And even the fact that we don't have to edit our podcast, that he does all of that, and that he's been able to not only be a successful graduate from Stetson and then worked here and now works for that same school system, that you were the advocate for him.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Now Jalene's part of it.
And now Jaylene is part of that. So
God is just so good. I'm thankful for that. Talk about small wins. This is the first time I've been so close to her. She's always been in private school in another city, different from where we lived. So this is the first time that we are in the same city. Like it says DeLand, which is where we live, which is where my business is. Like it's like everything here.
Yeah, I love it.
What about you?
I am grateful for girlfriends.
Ooh.
I am grateful for girlfriends.
Why? You had an amazing weekend. I love the pictures.
I did, and from that moment, which was one of my besties, her father had passed away, but she was able to
of life.
spend those last moments with him, and I really, really do. When I was a kid, it was funerals and everything was so sad. And sitting there for 3 days and watching people just break down, and people that you rarely ever even saw coming out of the woodworks, and now you want to be sorry and now you want to come and cry. I didn't like that, and so now the fact that it's more celebration of life, and remembering somebody with joy and love. And the priest at the service said, if we are Christians, and for those of us that are really Christians, we need to celebrate and rejoice that that person is now with the Lord, and make the time to be here with those that are alive, because that is your true birthday. That is the date when you go to heaven and you are with your Lord. Here you have a day, your birth,
right?
And the day that you pass. But then there is that birthday that you go up to heaven. When do you leave?
I like how
heaven?
You say that. Your birthday.
That is the day that you gave birth to being
It's a good way
up in heaven. So at that moment, friends from Texas and from Jersey and from here and from Georgia, from all different places, they came together.
You even had some stay with you, right? Because I know you were,
some of them.
You were
that I had a friend.
The casita.
And the fact that girlfriends, as we get older, sometimes it's harder to make girlfriends, and I'm blessed to have. I don't just consider you a friend. You're like a sister.
Sisters.
You're like cheetah
That's
sisters.
Joe's second wife.
And I have friends that I was texting yesterday
Sister
that I'll be in
wives.
Miami for the weekend because my mom's having a procedure on Monday. So
Perfect.
I have friends that I've had for more than 40 years, and
you're
those
just a drive
girlfriends.
away. How amazing is that?
Yeah.
What a blessing.
Yeah, it is. So I'm grateful for girlfriends along the way and all those times. And even some of the members that we have made here, they're not members anymore.
No.
Those are family.
Those are
family. And you were texting one of our members about your insurance policy. She's on a cruise with her girlfriend.
I know.
And
she responds back, oh, I'm on the cruise. I'm like, girl, no.
Yeah.
I will talk to you when you get back. It's not that serious.
Yeah.
And she's over here, like, telling people to do stuff for me. I'm like, no.
But that's the type of person that we have here. And those are the type of girlfriends that at our age, it's not easy to make friends because we're set on our ways and we have our old school girlfriends and stuff. But the fact that we can make friends like that. Mari now is gone. She's in California. Twinka, she's at home kind of exploring, and we miss them when they're not here, but they're still their friends
Yeah.
and their girlfriends.
We're
So,
checking in on them. We're
Yeah.
texting. We're looking at social media
Yeah.
pics. Yeah.
So I'm grateful for all of that.
I love that.
Hmm.
I love that.
Me too.
And you just celebrated a wedding
I
anniversary.
just celebrated a wedding anniversary
Yay.
yesterday, and that goes to the topic that we wanted to talk about this week, the quiet celebrations, because
Celebrations.
August 9th was National Co-working Day.
Mm-hmm.
August is the month that we are celebrating Vision and Heels being officially open for 4 years. It seems like yesterday we were celebrating 3.
Gosh.
The first year I was here felt like took a long time. It felt like I had been here for 5 years.
Yeah.
And then this last year has just flown, at least to me. So
How many years you been with us officially?
2.
Okay, you've always been here, but
2.
officially.
Officially 2.
2?
Yeah, only 2, but it feels like
I know.
from day one.
You were
Somehow
one of
or
the
another.
first ones that I met. I was sitting in a corner at the chamber meeting over at the DeLand City Hall where they used to meet.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, you were sitting by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds weird because it sounds like our eyes met across the
Yeah.
room.
They used to make us go to the front.
Yeah,
That was my first. Did I go to the front? I think I had
you
to
did.
go to the front. That was like scary.
because I was still sitting in the back, and when you said
That felt like a Toastmasters
yeah,
session.
when you said, "Oh, I'm Jeanette Rodriguez, and I'm the CEO and founder of Vision and Heels, a female-forward co-working," and I pointed at you. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
we gotta
we
connect.
have to meet. We have
And
to
I think
meet."
you popped in at a time I was at a meeting, and Joe was like, "Oh, someone really cool was here, and I think our families are from the same town in Cuba." Da,
Yep.
da, 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 da. Yeah. So she got to meet my other half, and then we connected.
And then everyone that would walk in or walk by, I think you guys were having your grand opening celebration, your ribbon cutting. And then some of my students would walk in, and some of the
Oh
people.
my gosh,
yeah,
I
it's like,
remember that.
how many
at that
people
day.
does this woman know?
She was my teacher.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my gosh, I love that. All
But
right,
it's those quiet moments that we celebrate.
Quiet celebrations.
We've got lots of things in store for the future, and right now we're kind of seeing where God guides us and where God
Yes.
takes us. And I used to have in my craft room, and I've moved around so many times, and I had scrapped it and made it pretty, and then at one point I think I kept it, whatever, I don't even know where it is now, but it was un cuadrito, a frame that said, "Make time for quiet moments. God whispers and the world is loud."
Mm-hmm.
So still at this time, I don't feel, although there is much to celebrate, I think this is a moment where we have to sit back and be still.
Be still and
Just
watch
like Teresa
God work.
tattooed on her, and say, I'm not going to rush. I'm going to be diligent in my work. I'm going to continue going forward. But God, where are you guiding me? Where are you taking me? Please speak to me and make it clear where I need to go, because these moments are to be celebrated, but we also have to step back and say, if it is truly your will that we want in our business, in our lives, let's sit back a little and continue working, continue being faithful, continue being diligent. However, instead of but, however, let's make time for these quiet moments where we truly listen to where he's guiding us, and not necessarily what we want, because those flashy, beautiful, big things, those big celebrations are always what we want, but not necessarily what we get and what he has in store for us.
And I think he's been very physical with us, because we're both like, okay, we want to celebrate big, and we're already planning, and then God's like, nope. I told her yesterday, it feels like, I don't know if you guys have seen it, there's a meme or a picture or something where there's a little girl like asking Jesus for her teddy bear. Like she's wanting her little bitty teddy bear, and then Jesus has his hands like kind of in his back with a big old teddy bear, right?
Huge one.
So we're ready and excited about this little teddy bear, and then I could literally see him like, I got something bigger and better. But in the meantime, you're going to wait, and you're going to be forced to be in the now and celebrate those small wins. And it's just like my big old banana tree. I've been talking about it, taking
Yes.
pictures. Like, it was tiny. A little thing that we got. I think we got it
That's
from
the
Home Depot.
little one?
That's the little tiny tree.
Holy
The thing is, like, I
moly.
don't know, 10 feet.
Yeah.
And it's like, it has like 3 different trunks and it's letting out all these bananas. And I'm like, whoa. And Joe's like, I feel accomplished. This is something we
Wow.
planted. And look at it. And then I'm like, this little bitty thing. So think about it in life, in business, with our family. It's the little things. Like, being able to take my daughter to school and talk about, okay, so tell me about first period and how is it? And, you know, even having the boy talk. Okay, so any boys? Like, those are little things that she's going to remember. Like, even this morning, she's going to hate that I said this, but she came down. I stayed in bed a little longer because I knew Joe was making coffee. I was like, okay, I got 5 more minutes. I smell the coffee. I can get up and have my coffee.
That's nice.
She comes into my room, lays, like, literally puts her head on my chest.
Aww.
And just gives me a hug. Good morning, Mom. And that, to me, it's like, I don't know, as much as we fight, because I give her a hard time about everything, and she does to me too. It's like we debate. Like, we go back and forth, but it's those little things. And then she walks by her dad and punches him in the stomach. It's that kind of relationship. She gets like a roughness with dad, and then when she wants to be cuddled and feel, you know, feminine, she comes to me.
Yeah.
You know,
I love that.
She's just such a
But
great
she's also
kid.
your daughter. She's got your genes.
Yeah,
And
she's a lot like me.
yeah.
But a lot like Dad. You know, when she's going back and forth, I'd be ready to, like, deck Joe. Like, he's
Well,
like,
I was
what
ready
did
to
I
punch
do?
him yesterday, the 12th time he offered me internet. Hey, Yvette, I got a deal for you. Happy anniversary. I'm going to give you free internet.
2 guest house in her house. She has, like, a little compound over there.
Yeah, he's wanting to sell me
He's
internet
like, wait,
for everything.
you have 2 guest houses? Do you need internet in them? I could give you a good deal. Who's your provider?
I love it.
But yes, so, you know, it's those little wins, and we have to remember that those little wins can turn into something big. Like, we have a lot of things brewing in Vision and Heels, and with each episode, we're literally finding out, like, day by day. It's like, oh my gosh, this is happening. And, like, we look at each other, and it's like, is this really happening? It's just a matter of, like, every day, okay, he's going to do something different. Let's see what God does today, because yesterday was something different. And it could be something small, right?
Yeah.
That we're celebrating the fact that Yvette had an anniversary yesterday, and we were like, you got to leave. We're not going to record. Go have dinner with your husband. Let's get out of here. We sent Joe to take the garbage out so that she can leave here and go celebrate with her hubby.
But even then,
and it's those little wins, like the fact that we could do that and celebrate each other's, you know, milestones. That's a win.
Wait till I tell you what ended up happening.
Okay, so now you got to tell me what happened.
Now,
yes,
it felt really, really good.
Because I saw some pictures, but that kind of was different from what you said you guys were going to do. Okay.
Because yesterday, remember when we were leaving, it started to rain.
You were supposed to go to the beach or
right? We were going to go to Outriggers, Joe, in case you're listening. Okay.
He gave her a hard time about that, but we'll talk about that in another episode.
So we were supposed to go there, and it's out by the water. It's a place where we could watch the sunset, grab a couple of drinks, appetizers, and we like boating and being out by the water. So we thought, you know what, let's go there. It's really nice. It can be romantic, just a place for us to be able to talk. But as the weather started coming in, we noticed that it was going straight there. And I'm like, I don't want to sit outside in the rain and or be inside in a stuffy place. And then at the last minute, we decided to pivot. And we said, you know what, why don't we take a walk down memory lane? Kind of go back to what we did 18 years ago. Because I think I was telling you that August 8th, 2008 was my last day at work. And in Miami, when I was at Doctor's Hospital, that was my last day there. On the 9th, finished packing up the truck and moved down with Christina. On the 10th, we unpacked. We had moved into Westminster Woods.
You were just a family of 3.
We were just a little family of 3. We moved into Westminster Woods, which is right across from Victoria Hills. Mm-hmm. And then the next day, I enrolled her at Freedom Elementary, which is on Blue Lake there. And then the day after that, he came home and he said, because of 2008 and everything that was happening, he had lost his job. We said, what are we going to do? I said, let's go get married. We each put something blue on. Christy put on a little dress. I put on a dress. Richard put on a shirt. We went to the courthouse. We got married. And then we went next door to Tony's Pizza. We grabbed a pizza.
Which is still around.
Changed my driver's license. And then we went home and celebrated.
I love
and
that.
we had grabbed a couple of things at Pat and Tony's for a dessert. So then yesterday what we did, since I believe it was the Sunday that I had first moved up, he's like, forget cooking or anything else. There's just been too much going on. You've moved. He tells me, let's go downtown. And I'm like, oh, no. You come from New York.
And this was what year?
2008.
2008.
You come from New York. I come from Miami. When you say we're going downtown, you got to get dressed up. You got to, it's downtown. There's skyscrapers. There's buildings, all this stuff. He goes, no. We're in DeLand. We're going to downtown DeLand, not downtown Orlando. And I end up here in downtown DeLand, and it is like Main Street Disney. And I had seen this building. This building's been around since 1909. And I fell in love with it because my associate in arts is in architecture. So when I came here and I see all these old buildings, my uncle graduated from Stetson University in 1965. So all the stories that my mom had told me that they had come here and that they knew my uncle was going to become a physician. He became an emergency room and internal medicine doctor. So yesterday, standing at that corner, celebrating 18 years with my husband, being back in the center of downtown DeLand, where now I worked, looking down the street at Athens Theater, where Santi and Oscar are part of that, and Santi and Oscar have become part of our family. You shared your banana tree with them. They gave us pata de bocaditos. They have become like my primos, my Cuban primos from here. And just standing there, and again, it was a quiet gratitude that we had plans for this big thing out by the ocean and celebrate big. And he brought us back to where it all started and to focus on, look what you've built.
I love that.
And keeping it simple, and just a pizza, just us.
Exactly the same steps.
The same steps. We went to the church. And the church was open. Most of the time the church is closed, but the church was open.
I saw that in the pictures.
We went into the church. We walked into the church, and all of a sudden everybody starts looking at me. And I'm like, why are they looking at me? And we sit down in the back.
It's such a pretty church. We were there for Joe's aunts. They did kind of like a service for her when she passed. And it's so pretty. Richard
and I said a prayer, and then we were sitting next to each other before the priest. He goes up to the pulpit. And I look around and I go, there's no women. There's no women here. It was a men's gathering.
Oh my God. I was like, wait, what?
If you look at the picture, there's only men.
And
it was only men. And the 5 priests and then me in the back. And I was like, okay. I felt like the Virgin Mary. Entre todas las mujeres. Okay, bendito tú eres. So,
you're going to make me laugh.
So we were sitting there. We said a little prayer because that's what we did 18 years ago. The 3 of us went. The priest opened the church. That same church. Carolina was not around. She came a year later. But yesterday when she came home, we had the leftover pizza for her. If you guys don't know, go to Tony's Pizza and have the stuffed pizza.
It is pretty good. I haven't had the stuffed one.
The stuffed pizza. Jeanette, I can usually have 1-2 slices. One slice. And that thing weighed more than my girls when they were born. I'm telling you, it was delicious. It was really good, and they give you the sauce on the side.
I might go there today because I have a long day.
So the red sauce, they give it to you on the side so you can either dip or whatever. It was delicious. So Caro was like, Mommy, isn't it amazing? Isn't it great that you can almost recreate your wedding day? And everything that you did 18 years later, that it's all still here and that you can go down that path with Papa. And then we were just walking around and then drove by the house where we first, by Westminster Woods, and then the sun was setting.
Oh, wow.
And we got home and she had gotten home from dance. So just started talking and going over some stuff. But it was a quiet celebration, completely different from what we expected. But a true blessing to remind me that I get to.
I love that.
I get to be here. This is my life. This is my days. My girls are both healthy, they're good girls that in the blink of an eye, 18 years have gone by. Everything is different, yet it's still so much the same, that it's still me and Richard with God at the center of our marriage, because there has been ups and downs and upside downs and inside outs. And
But that's,
imagine
that's
the Hulk.
a marriage.
Imagine the Hulk roller coaster, but on fire.
Yeah.
That's what a marriage is. Ups
Absolutely.
and downs and all of this stuff. And every once in a while, there's some fun times, but hang on.
But the fact that you guys are able to stick it through, get to this point, that way you still can appreciate the journey.
And it wasn't the big celebrations, it wasn't the big things, and that even yesterday, just being here with you guys, and it feels good. There's been a lot of moments that it's in quiet gratitude, those quiet celebrations.
Yes.
The quiet celebration with my friend and her dad's celebration of life, and knowing that my girls were together in Miami with their cousins, and that they are loved and that they are cared for, that I get to be here, that this is where I get to spend my days, and you with new ventures coming up, that I get to spend more time here, and that instead of 3 days, I get to be here 5 days, and that I look forward to it.
And everybody's excited.
And with an anniversary, and saying 18 years, and now that our daughters get to be in school together. So it's all those little quiet celebrations, and just being hyper aware of all the blessings that surround us.
And you do such a great job in living in the now. And I try to remember that when I'm like doing something, because you know how I am, my OCD about emails and messages. I'm like, oh my god, my super OCD self. Like, I'll see an email come in, I could be driving, and if I see, on the next red light, best believe I'm looking at it, and then I'm stressing out about what I gotta do to answer it, instead of just enjoy the 5 minutes that it takes me to get 10 now, because there's a little bit of traffic on Woodland, but take advantage of those 10 quiet minutes before I open up my laps. No, I gotta just go straight to it on a red light. Like, no, Jeanette. And I try to tell myself, okay, be like Ivette, like, just disconnect. Like, she can even ignore her Apple Watch. I can't do that. So if my phone doesn't remind me, my watch will tell me there's an email, and then my OCD self is like, okay, well, who is it from? And if it's from something I've been expecting, I'm like, oh my god, instead of just letting it go. I have to learn that. So thank you for being that example for me. I'm working on it. I'm still under construction. It's really hard for me.
It comes with age, and me. I want to be more like you, Ivette. No, you can't ignore those 4,000 emails.
Oh my gosh. She sent
Because I
me a
look at them, I
picture
just don't delete them. I look at them and I'm like, oh, there's
nice
nothing.
and clean. I'm like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Because I was stressed out for her. Yvette, how many thousands? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No,
Joe
and
does the same
it's
thing
gone
too.
back up. It's gone back up. Because I look at them and I'm like, that's not important.
And he
That's
gets
not
mad
take
at his
my
phone.
time.
My phone is acting up. I'm like, well, what do you have in your storage? How many emails? That's all in the storage. Go through. You probably have large attachments. But he doesn't delete anything. I delete everything, pictures, and then I'm going to him, babe, do you have a picture from 5 years ago, that event we went to? Sure enough, he has it. Not me. I delete everything.
Wait till I show you. I'm going to show you real quick. Look at how many pictures I have in my library.
Yeah, I'm going to need a new phone just for storage, because...
Look, what's that number?
Oh, no, 92,000.
That's the pictures.
That
92,000 pictures.
92,000 pictures, guys.
I take pictures.
Wait, let me see how many.
I take pictures.
She does. She's really good about
everything.
that. She's always in the moment. She always remembers. Like, she's so
That's
good
why
with
even
that.
my posting, like, it's usually a day after. I didn't post about my anniversary yesterday.
I have 19,000. Hey,
Woo!
I'm pushing 20. Look at that.
That's why yesterday I didn't post about my anniversary other than something simple. I posted it today because yesterday I wanted to be at my anniversary. I wanted to spend time with him. That's why today, even, yes, I'm here recording with you, but I'm out. It takes me literally like 3 minutes to go.
I know, you have to see her. She looks super cute today.
As long as I have
her
this hat on.
Her cute top.
As long as I have this hat on,
she's
I look
looking
cute.
Fabulous.
Gotta go get my petty.
Just gonna go get her petty.
But I was a few minutes away.
Love
Why
it.
not come by and take the time? It's different when we're face
to face. We try to do it remote because I don't like her coming here on her days off. Enjoy your days off.
It is my
Same
day
way
off,
she
and I can
kicks
do with
me
it
out.
whatever
Like,
I
why
want.
are you here? I'm like,
Because since
hi.
you're OCD about your stuff, when I'm trying to go through my routine and I'm like, it's done. Oh my gosh, she did it. Now it throws me off. Wait.
Yeah, I
wait.
know. Then I mess her
Because
up.
we're both exactly
Yeah.
the same. So I'm
Yeah.
like, get out.
The moms and us.
Yes.
But guys, we really want to just encourage you all to enjoy those small wins. Take
Yes.
it in. And when I tell you, many times those small wins turn into great big things that you don't expect. We've seen it happen. We're a testimony of that. Everything from home stuff to business stuff. It's just amazing. So don't miss out on, oh, it's just another day, or we're just going to walk to town. No. Think about the fact what your daughter said was so true. You did this 18 years ago. Everything that you did is still open. That is amazing, because businesses have come and gone, and all the businesses you guys stopped in 18 years ago, even the church was open for you guys to recreate those moments.
And even
that is a blessing.
This morning, that's why to me it's so special that our daughters are in high school together, okay? Mm-hmm. Because from that post that I said about our 18 years and being able to be in DeLand, our coach from high school posted on there, and he answered. He said, longevity is a beautiful thing. God bless your marriage. DeLand is great. Because he was our coach at Southwest in Miami in our high school. He then moved up to DeLand, and he's moved back to Miami to be with his grandkids. But that was our coach from high school. And we both know Coach Menendez. And Coach Menendez posted on that and said longevity is a beautiful thing. And he was our coach from high school 40 years ago.
Wow.
So these memories that our girls are making together, and that the girls that they're making now, and the parades that they will have, I want to be fully present in these moments. I want to be here.
So you can say, I remember that. I remember walking in and feeling exactly what you want to feel. Like
those core memories, they don't go away.
I love that. I love that you guys did that.
Yeah, I'm glad that
awesome.
It ended up.
I know. I saw the pictures.
That.
I was like, wait,
that's not it.
I think this was her from yesterday, but your outfit looked different. So I was like, maybe they did this over the weekend. I'll wait till I speak to her.
No, I got home and I changed and took a quick shower, and I'm not gonna be all
No
sucia.
No Lumi.
No Lumi. No.
We'll talk about that in another episode. Oscar and Santi know exactly what we're talking about. They know how I feel about Lumi.
No. Took a quick shower, got changed, and we had intentions of one thing, and God brought us to another place. So
I love it.
It was great. Yeah, that's why those quiet celebrations and having Vision and Heels be around for 4 years, and
that is awesome. I know, it's crazy.
Can't wait to see and what we were talking about yesterday, and the plans we have.
We will be here officially 5 years. So Vision and Heels has been open. I think we opened August 2022, but we were here in our space a couple months before that, maybe like 3 months before that, and we just were doing the build out and all of that. So in 8 more months we'll be here 5 years.
So you know what, one of the things that I was looking back,
so
and
happy anniversary, happy birthday, Vision and Heels.
Yay.
You're in
one of the things that I don't think we've ever discussed is, since National Co-working Day just passed, and it was August 9th. So why did you end up opening up Vision and Heels? Why did you feel called to have a co-working space? And where does the name Vision and Heels come from? Where?
So I always knew I wanted to do something for women, right? And I think I told you guys, or to you at least, Ivette, when I was in industry, so I spent a lot of years in finance and had to get my master's degree and do all the things and all the requirements that at the time I thought I needed to move up.
Right.
And then after doing all of that, I found myself like not happy, not fulfilled, because I saw just ugliness at the top, and I was like, I don't know, but I've spent a shitload of money in school, so this gotta work.
Yeah, there's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't even think I was 40, right? I got my master's degree later on. Jaylene was born in July. I graduated in June, yeah. So I was very pregnant with my master's degree when I got my master's
So
degree.
you already had Matt.
I had Matt, so I started the program and then paused it and then because life was lifing, and so, fast forward, I said I'm gonna finish what I started, and I finished my master's degree because I wanted, a career move at the time. And when I got to it finally, I was not fulfilled. I don't feel like that was my purpose. It was great. It paid the bills. It allowed us to live a very comfortable life, not like, bad mouthing it at all. I met a lot of amazing people. I grew up in the industry, right?
Right. Yeah.
But I remember coming home and I told Joe I wasn't even 40 yet. I probably was like 38 at the time. And I said, I want to do something for women. I don't know, like maybe a nonprofit, something. I want to create a safe space for women. I want women to come in and just exactly how I feel, not fulfilled. I want them to feel that way in the space. I don't know what it is. I didn't know what it was. Had no idea. So I told them, I think I'm going to do it when I'm 50. I make enough money that I can put money away. This was me saying, I'm going to put money away. So when I'm 50, I could retire from the finance stuff and do this thing for women. No idea what it was. Fast forward now, I'm 40, we're at lockdown. So now the feelings are really like real, right? Because everyone knows lockdown just brought out all sorts of stuff. Like you really started, evaluating. I knew people that had passed in New York that were perfectly healthy, caught COVID and died. So it made you think like, am I living my best life, right? And then you started thinking, am I healthy? Then all these things started popping up. My autoimmune test came back positive. So my body was fighting something. And I'm like, man, it's not, I don't think it's meant for me to be this stressed.
Right.
And overwhelmed and overworked and all the feelings that I felt. So turned 40, we had to cancel. We had a big trip to Punta Cana and Joe canceled, got all his money back because we couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Social distancing. So I remember sitting in the couch and I was like, remember I told you a few years ago that I want to do something for women? He goes, yeah. I said when I was 50, right? He goes, yeah. And I was like, would you mind if I do it at 40? We're
bumping it up.
He's like, what? And I'm like, I don't know yet. I want to do something now, though. And he goes, all right.
Wow.
All right. And then I met Kate.
That's not even just by a few years. That's like an entire decade.
But COVID did that. It just made me like, tomorrow's not promised, guys. Right. So this is what I want to do. I'm going to work hard to get it done now.
Yeah.
And I remember meeting Kate Luzio, the founder of Luminary in New York, through a International Women's Day event that the company put on for all the female leaders. And it had to be virtual because everything was virtual. And I remember hearing her story. She also came from finance, very similar background. She's from New York, all of the things. And she's like, I started Luminary, a community for women. Immediately, I think she was still like speaking, and I'm like looking her up. I had the second screen open, Luminary. I sent her staff, contact me. I'm like contacting her. And I'm like, do you guys want to open something in Florida? I will be an investor. Me asking them to open another brick and mortar during a lockdown. They probably looked at me, my message online, and was like, yeah, right.
This is some ballsy chick here.
Okay, lady. And so they responded and they said they're focusing on tech right now because they don't know how long, this lockdown is going to be. So they're not going to be opening another location, another brick and mortar. But if I wanted to get with Kate on advisory stuff so she can help me open up my space to let them know. So started talking about Kate, looked her up, LinkedIn, all the things. My husband got sick and tired of me talking about Luminary and Kate and how much I wanted to meet her, but I know I couldn't because we couldn't travel and all of the things. He reached out to Kate's staff and he said, my wife has no idea. Now, fast forward, I want to say it was Christmas, right? So Christmas came and I got a manila envelope as a gift. And I'm like, okay, what is this? So I open it up and it's a printout of the email that he sent to Kate's team,
Aw.
their response,
I'd forgotten
a
about
flight
that.
tick,
Yeah.
a flight, round
Yeah.
trip flight, hotel next to Luminary,
Aw.
and he goes, go start your dream, go after it. And all of that happened. We were super excited. I was going, and then COVID got worse. So that trip got canceled. Because New York got, like, another win, and they, like, can't everything. So it wasn't recommended I travel to New York. So I think eventually I got to her. That was my birthday. It was Christmas. I probably didn't get to her until closer to, I don't remember. I think it was closer to my birthday. So almost a year after the initial conversations happened, and I got to her, and he gave me a check. He's like, here. He asked how much she charges for an hour of consult with Jeanette, and we met. And after spending time with her, she's like, I cannot take your money. I want you to be my friend. Like, I love what you're doing. I love what your husband did. Like, no, put this towards Vision and Heels.
And still to this
You
day,
have an
she's your
amazing
friend.
concept.
Yeah.
She's my friend. She was in Florida. I picked her up from the airport. We got to chat. I try to support everything she does. She's an amazing, amazing soul. Like, she's an amazing human. I tell her that all the time, and she was the inspiration for Vision and Heels. So thank you, Kate.
I love that she is. I got the opportunity a couple times to meet her and spend time with her. And not only is she an amazing businesswoman dealing with big wigs in New York, but she is a beautiful soul. She's kind, she's friendly, she has this little light inside of her that she's special. She's pretty cool.
She is.
And
I'm
she
blessed
did
to
see
call her my
something
friend.
special in you.
Yeah.
And I'm glad she believed. And if you were gonna mirror somebody in having your own co-working space, Kate, I think, is the best person to say, oh, I want to mimic what she's done there. Because yesterday, I think I asked you when we were listening to the training for co-working spaces, and they're talking about big spaces, and if they have somewhere between 6,000 and 12,000, they're considered pretty big. And then I asked you, I was like,
wow, that's
how many
big.
does Kate have?
And you're like 20,000.
20,000? And I'm like, holy shit.
And
like
a glass rooftop. If you're in New York in the city, go to Luminary. The restaurant is amazing, and they do have great healthy mocktails. When I landed, I wasn't feeling well, and I asked for a turmeric, something vitamin C. When I tell you, by the time I left there, I was already feeling better. So if you
had it not been for turbulence and an earthquake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then while I was there was an earthquake. I should have known. Like, the devil's a liar. He was trying to get me from doing everything I went over there to do.
I would love to take a field trip to New York. Now
We
that my
have to
daughter is
go.
a flight attendant, maybe we can go. And the flights aren't that
They're
expensive. We
not.
can do like a little weekend getaway.
I
and
have
just
seen on TikTok.
even one night.
Yeah, where you leave in the morning and they do like shopping trips to New York, Delancey, Canal Street, all the little spots in New York where you can get good cheap stuff. Jaylene shows it to me. I was like, Mom, we should do a day trip just to shop. And I was like, our family will kill us if we go. I would not be able to tell anybody.
The girls and
right? We should all do a girls thing.
You and me.
Yes.
My girls.
And just bring
we'll
empty maletas.
As we're
like empty
it.
maletas.
Yeah.
Maletas.
Suitcases.
Okay, yes, that. That's our Spanglish word for the day. Maletas, so we can put all the crap we buy that we shouldn't be buying, but we're going to go in there. We should do that.
We should.
Okay, we're going to plan that.
I love this.
All right, guys. So I hope we were able to edify you a little bit, give you a little bit of hope. I know it's tough times. There's things happening all over, but there's always a win to celebrate, right? Yep. And it's up to you to look at it as a win, and right? Trust. It's your perspective. Perspective is everything, right? And mindset. I'm wearing my mindset shirt.
You are.
Is everything. So get your mind right. Get your eyes open to see the little wins, and you will feel better. You will be present, and you will be able to celebrate the small wins.
In typical Ivette and Jeanette form, I was listening to a podcast this morning, and I think it spoke about something about that your mind and the devil tries to separate your mind from reality and what is actually happening, and that's what creates anxiety, being separated from
the actual, because if I start worrying about the future right now, it's not happening.
It's not happening. Why worry about it?
Why are you worrying about it? What's happening right now?
Right.
Nothing is happening right now. My daughter's at school. My husband's at work. My daughter's at
You're about to get a petty?
We're sitting here doing our podcast. This is what is actually...
This is what matters
the worry
right now.
and that anxiety, the worry, it's when it tries to separate your mind. So get your mind right. Start your mind right. My life has been so good, so peaceful when I get up in the morning, and ever since that little ticking time bomb, and not go straight to my phone, but start in the Word and start in gratitude, and yes, every day can't be like that, but for the most part, yes, I got to wake up. All of those things. Get your mind right, get your heart right, and focus on the now and celebrate those little wins. And it is truly the biggest blessing. I don't want to go now, but if I did, I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with what I've done. I'm happy with where I'm going.
The impact you have left.
I'm happy with the things that God is telling me. Get out of your ass and go obey your assignment. That's gonna be the next one. The
definition of Goya.
Goya.
She's gonna tell us all about it, which is an amazing story.
We're gonna talk about that and how much we miss our Jasmine.
Yes, we miss you, Jasmine. She's in Texas doing big things, but we still miss her. She's part of the family.
And we love you.
And our nephew. We love you. All right, guys. We're going to say goodbye now. So have a blessed week. Until next time.
Hasta luego.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Wow, that was some strong cafecito we poured today on Vision and Heels Uncensored. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave us a review. We are truly grateful, as it really helps us pour more into your heart straight from ours.
Remember to live your truth, handle your business, and shine bright.
We'll be back soon to pour some more. Stay blessed.